you know, didn't have time for it like during the pandemic or didn't grind Wi-Fi as much as anybody else. But one thing to point out is his squad strike team because of that character right there, Banjo-Kazooie, who's actually known for that character back in the day.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what Kobe's going to do about it. But what I love about Kobe's squad right now, no Youngling.
Yeah, and he's been going no Youngling all day. Actually, in our previous stream that we saw, our last block, he actually opted for the Byleth, which was a menace to Mercury and a bunch of others. It netted him a lot of distance to make it here into bracket. And honestly, I feel like the rushdown capabilities against this squad that's a little bit slower paced from UtopianRay might be a benefit to them.
Yeah, no, for sure. But one thing about Rosalina Laird that I want to point out, she's a great juggler. So using Luma and using the kind of the Nair to kind of space out, that's definitely something he's going to be looking for. But once again, what I like to see with a lot of squads right now, I'm seeing a lot of like Fox Falco between everybody who's still left in top 16.
Yeah.
What I also do enjoy though is that Kobe's actually playing it pretty safe. He's not really like dancing on Yuto's shield here. Going for the down air, going to be able to find it. Great start.
Another thing about UtopianRay that I actually talked about a little bit earlier with Viram is that UtopianRay mained this character in Smash 4 as well. And since this character got buffed recently, their Smash 4 similarities are starting to come back to light a little bit because Luma is so much harder to take out than they used to be in this game. And this offstage presence from UtopianRay is a cut above.
Fantastic. Great fair, though, by Kobe to get Luma out of there, but it doesn't seem to matter to Ray. Ray's still keeping up the aggression. Not going to be able to grab the shield. I feel like that was actually kind of a mispress where your brain and your hands don't exactly work at the same time. Kobe going to be able to find the fair, looking for something. Going to kind of play it passive on the ledge, but that back air, always there for you.
Yeah, it is one of the only options that Falco has that is just a straight-up kill. He's obviously got smash attacks for sure, but you generally like to see setups into back air or whatever. Sometimes Falco just does it raw too, and it's going to be giving them a little bit of breathing room here. And again, when Falco gets one advantage state, they could take like 50% off of just one up tilt.
That's true. And also, you know, you are in the land of New York City, and if you don't know, Tilde is number 3 or number 4 here now. So everybody's favorite bird is kind of showing up too. Yuto going in for the dash attack, not going to be able to find anything. Kobe goes for the up air though, looking for something. And if it's one thing that Yuto knows, it's this matchup because Palu's run wild in this city.
Yeah.
So let's see.
And, you know, more Falcons are starting to pop up out of nowhere, too, with, again, speaking of Tilde, his influence on the scene is ravenous. And you can see a lot of the influences of his particular Falco in a lot of these other players. We're seeing Kobe go for some similar things like those drag downs and those down airs to start combos. And those raw up smashes, too, that is actually going to get punished by UtopianRay with the Palutena dash attack.
Got to be careful, though. You know what Yuto's looking right on that ledge. He got his back facing towards the back. Back throw, looking for something. I like the way that Kobe's actually playing right now. Very, very safe. Not abusing a lot of the illusion in, only kind of using them when it's safe. Back air instead of down air, they're going to be able to safely recover. Gets the grab once again. Forward throw. Going for something. Going for a nair off ledge. Not going to exactly what he wants. Oh, he knew that he'd turn around. Just a frame too late, Laird.
Yeah, and he's going to go for another one, but he's going to whiff this one. UtopianRay trying to get back on stage versus a very passive Kobe. And Kobe's pressure's been really, again, just passive. You're not overextending too much. He's kind of staying back, waiting for his opportunity instead of trying to force something, which a lot of Spaceys tend to do a little bit too much. And frankly, I feel like it's working out in Kobe's favor in a big way right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. But that back air in there to cover, I feel like when Kobe went for the forward throw, he actually felt like he should have went for the up throw. I feel like that second laser may have been able to help him out here. But here comes the Palutena Pain Train that we all know and love. Couple nairs, couple up airs into that next stock. Byleth, though, I was watching Kobe's Byleth down there. Not bad, not bad.
Really solid, actually. That tore completely through Mercury in that first game that they played earlier. And it's looking solid. I mean, obviously, MK Leo revolutionizing this character's meta. And Kobe, I feel like they've been playing an amalgam of a lot of the high top-tier characters that are starting to come on the verge and have a come-up right now. But then again, this is the UtopianRay's Banjo and Kazooie, which was what they were known for before going into quarantine.
Very, very true. Here we go. I want to see how exactly he's going to play it. Looking for something. Goes for the fair. He's always going to throw out that grenade. First Wonder Wing down. 4 to go.
Yep.
He can do this. Yeah, no, for sure. He could definitely do this, though, with Byleth. Byleth's a really great juggler, and especially on a character like Banjo. Going to get the second Wonder Wing out. 126 on Kobe. He's looking for literally anything back air. I feel like a ground pound into an up smash may actually be the trick here. Looking for it.
Oh
but
yeah,
finds the back
great
throw
pressure
instead.
off the ledge, too. So if we're going to go into a replay of that last stock real quick, there's one thing that I feel like UtopianRay was looking for, and they dropped 2 eggs off stage to try to catch that tether. That was one thing. So that was a little bit of the pressure starting to build. Then they go for that egg, which if you're going to neutral get up, you need to shield immediately. And then UtopianRay just instant transmission to right behind him and was ready for that back throw, gripped and ripped for it, and took out that stock. And we're going to see a bit of a character swap here. The Falco and the Byleth are staying for Kobe, but the Marth is actually coming out this time around.
Chat, let us know where you think Marth goes on the tier list, but I'm actually going to ask Layered where you think Marth goes on the tier list.
I really think this character was low tier a few months ago until we started seeing players like Stretch and Ignaze start to pick it up and have a good degree of success. The success of this character
why are we on boxing?
depends from if you pick a good stage that is actually tournament legal. Now, okay, if they gentlemen's here, that would have been awesome. But it looks like we're going to go
about all that.
right back. Anyway, Marth is completely determinant on the fact of if your tippers hit when you want them to.
That's true.
And if they miss when you want them to.
Very, very true.
Because Marth has, he's kind of like Roy, where he's got really good combos if you don't hit the sweet spot every time. But at those high pressure situations, when you want to hit the sweet spot to get those kills, you need those to happen.
Yep.
So he's inconsistent as hell. I'll tell you that much.
Very, very true. All right. Well, I didn't catch the stage that we're actually going to.
I didn't.
But that was a great. I agree with you. I think Marth is a great character. I always feel like most characters in this game are very underutilized, or people will write them off as mid tiers, and that's really it. Or your mid tier can hold you back. But that's the point of Squad Strike, everybody. If you are a solo mid tier main like Layered and myself, we got to start playing some Squad Strike.
Same as high tier. What? Anyway, we're going into game 2 here. The stage pick is going to be revealed as soon as the match starts, and it's going to be Battlefield going right back again. And this time, the different lead here for Kobe, but UtopianRay is still going to be opting for the Rosalina right off the Kun. And I feel like there's a lot of opportunity here for Byleth to come out on top because those dish joints are going to make it a lot easier to deal with not only Luma, but hit both Luma and Rosa at the same time.
Oh my god, I love the wait there from the fair too. We didn't even need Luma for that. One thing that I feel like we were talking about this a little bit earlier, Kobe's performance versus Mercury with this Byleth, and it was really, really solid. So once again, the juggle character kind of versus the Smash 4 juggle character in a way too. So let's see how exactly Kobe is going to be able to sail out this first stock, because it's really about getting ahead while you can. Here we go, goes for the back throw.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a Young Link yet today. Maybe they're just trying to warm up their secondaries, or maybe they just don't feel like it. Any number of things, but again, I feel like the Young Link might have been a better option here to pepper these characters from a long distance. But then again, the distance demon herself, Byleth, is going to be hitting that forward air. It's such a pivotal option for this character's kit, and it's a really good move as a whole. Then that stock early, but UtopianRay's Palu, their first main of this game, is out.
Yeah, no, for sure. Here we go. Goes for the F-tilt, interesting. Goes for the Exploding Flame. I feel like Ray's actually playing this kind of slow. I feel like he's not even pressured at all, even though Byleth lives for a really long time. So I'm interested to see how aggressive he is going to realistically try and get. Goes for the Explosive Flame once again. Yeah, but just barely missing.
To counteract your idea of aggression, it seems like Kobe's opting for a little bit of a slower approach, especially when they're off stage. They're trying to get a bunch of mix-ups, and they never recover the same way twice. And they save their jump so deep constantly. And sometimes they have jumps when I don't expect them to. And I feel like that's going to be the same for UtopianRay. Going to get a back air to beat out the up air. And they're looking for a kill right now, jumping in place a little bit. They're going to whiff a grab and be put off stage again.
All right, here we go. Yuto really needs to stop now. I feel like Byleth should have been kind of KO'd a couple kind of interactions ago. Let's see how exactly it's going to go. Yuto looking for a way to come back up. Going to find the Explosive Flame, and that's going to be onto onto Marth. There we go. Let's see how this one's going to go, because, in Melee they say, like, the Princess versus the Swordy matchup.
Yeah.
I don't know. How about the Goddess versus Swordy here?
Well, that's one tier up, Lyric. And I'm going to be real. I feel like Kobe kind of has an idea of this game plan. I mean, they played Roy a little bit earlier, who's a character has, a sword that has different hitboxes across the whole thing, too. So basically, you're just reversing that, and you want those hits from a distance as opposed to up close. And frankly, they're using movement really nicely, especially with those pivot boosts, to try to give themselves a little bit of extra leeway in movement. But honestly, UtopianRay is moving around it pretty nicely to counteract. I feel like it's going to come down to how quickly Kobe can get this kill.
Very, very close. Goes for the counter there, but Yuto was actually turning the other way. So great awareness by Kobe here. Yuto looking for an option here, just can't find anything. But great backer by Kobe, looking for a way to kind of shut it out, and that kind of fly swatter smack. Gonna send Yuto to the Banjo.
Yeah.
Gotta take 2 stocks with this one.
Yeah, and Banjo has 5 win conditions in that Wonder Wing, so if he can get Kobe up to those high percents, we could be seeing that come into force. But the thing is, last match, we didn't see a single one of them hit. And honestly, actually we saw one, but it was not for a kill. And if that is going to be the win condition that UtopianRay strives for, they need to kind of pepper on that damage as quickly as they can and as safely as they can.
All right, here we go. Yuto has the advantage here on the ledge, looking for something, not going to be able to find anything here. Well, I thought he was actually going to go for the downer, not going to be able to find it. Throws out the first.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, throws out the first Wonder Wing. Remember, he's only got 4, and you got to take at least 2 more stocks with it. Kobe playing so well. The keep away game from both these players right now is doing super well.
Yeah, Kobe is maintaining a very spearheaded approach, but not one that is unsafe. They are constantly playing really well on those platforms and around the projectiles. And UtopianRay is going to go for a grab release and try to get a follow-up off stage, but the Wonder Wing to come back on is the answer. 107 to a 0% Falco for Kobe. And honestly, UtopianRay, he's in a position where they can come back, but it's going to be a matter of how safely can you apply damage and how safely can you use your Wonder Wings and make sure they actually hit.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing I was just about to point out, Laird. You got to be careful. The more damage you rack onto the Falco, the earlier the back air is actually going to take you out. Because once again, Falco with Rage, really dangerous, but going to be the forward throw instead of the down throw. Goes for the Wonder Wing, but that up smash is actually going to connect. How many times have I seen Falco up smash with in my life? But that up smash is going to connect, and Kobe actually able to bring it right back to him, going into a 1-1 scenario.
I'm going to be honest, I can't believe that hit.
Really?
He was behind him.
Oh.
He didn't even turn around to hit him. He literally banjoed the top of his eyes that kind of like protrude off the top of his head. Just got clipped by the top foot and confirmed the second hit perfectly. I still can't believe that hit. That
Laird,
was...
how many moves in this game realistically work 100% of the time?
Well, multi-hits do not. I will tell you that much, especially up smashes for some reason.
All right, well, here we go. Same teams from both players. Let's see where we're going, because I want to see a different change of scenery here.
Yeah, it's a little too much blue for me.
A little too much battlefield for me. I want to go somewhere else. Now, we do have a couple stages legal here, like Kalos. I did see that before. Can't say I'm a big fan.
Was legal for doubles, too.
Yeah. So let's see where exactly we're going.
A small battlefield, it's a little different.
All right, you know what? I'll take it.
I'll take anything at this point.
It's different.
Yeah.
All right, starting out with the Rosalina again. Kobe. Ooh, gonna get smacked to the right by Luma. You saw that there.
That was raw. That was just like Rosalina was like, oh no, and Luma is like, I got you, homie. Ooh. But right now, I feel like Kobe's kind of recognized that their Byleth is really good versus this particular Rosalina, and it's going to work in a big way. Almost 3 times as much percent.
Wow.
But then again, never put yourself on stage versus UtopianRay. They will smite you down to the bottom blast zone.
Yeah, no, for sure. There was really great positioning by UtopianRay, too, to realize that Kobe wasn't actually just trying to hit him for the past, 5 seconds. He was just trying to recover the ledge. So at that point, the down air hitbox just goes straight down, and when you're recovering at a diagonal, what's going to beat that straight down? So let's see how exactly Kobe's going to be able to recover from this, because already almost at 50% here on that Marth, and we know that Marth is very inconsistent in killing, so this may be very big trouble for Kobe.
Honestly, Luma's tanked 4 hits at this point and is still alive. Those buffs that came out recently are ridiculous. Only now is Luma going to fade from existence, but it did its work in a big way, and Kobe's already at 70% on their Marth, which is their second character, and Luma's back, going for a spike, but the up air is going to be the thing to connect anyway. I love that UtopianRay puts himself in an ambiguous position like that, where they can go for whatever option they want and still connect it.
Yeah, no, for sure, Laird. All right, going to try and hit it with a rapid jab. Goes for the up smash, kind of there too. Here's the thing, though. Marth already at 122, so any smash attack may actually do it, because Rosa has enough rage here. Uh-oh.
UtopianRay is just making Luma do all the dirty work right now.
All right, looking for something. All right, a little bit of a mash on the up smash. So gonna lose Luma for that one. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gone. Tech check has been passed, so let's see how exactly Ray's gonna be able to keep this.
Up throw?
Yeah, I'm thinking up throw too, and that's gonna be Rosalina heading back to the stars, and let's get that goddess down. Yeah. And let's see how exactly this one's gonna go, because before last match, we actually saw this Marth do much better than the Palu here.
Right, but then again, Rosa did its work. 143% on Kobe.
yeah.
There's a grab. Not going to be a kill, but a down throw is going to put them off stage. They need to make it back, but they have a re-grab. Not going to go punish, though. And now they're fighting out of the corner, 29% and climbing. This is Max Rage Marth, but the dash attack is going to be snuffing that one out. One more stock for Kobe, and it is the Falco.
Yeah, no, once again, Falco, a combo character, but a character like Rose with Palutena, excuse me, looking for something. Great parries on Ray's side. Ray looking a lot more comfortable now than he was. That dash attack, Palutena dash attack, everybody, such a good move.
Yeah, if you're not spamming that move to catch landings as Palu, you are not doing something right. But UtopianRay is. That's netted them a ton of percentage against landing Falco. And Falco's a character who likes to empty jump a lot. So it's a tremendous option in this matchup specifically.
I like the way that UtopianRay actually took his time coming down. He didn't mash any buttons out. He was just more concerned, just like right here, playing it very passively, just saying, I don't want to fight my way at a disadvantage. Let me just get out. DIing the correct way out of the bear the first time, but he's in a really bad spot now, too. Yeah,
Kofi caught that frame trap really nicely. And he's looking for an up tilt. He's trying to go for another one of those conversions. However, not able to get that. And UtopianRay is playing an amazing game of a little bit of keep away. A little bit of those influences are coming out here. But the chip damage is starting to build up. 69%, the true 69%. Can I get a nice in the chat for that one? And there's a forward air. It will kill. Kobe at 69% against UtopianRay's Banjo, who has 5 Wonder Wings on the table and no percentage.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is definitely a really bad spot to be in if I'm Kobe. You know that Banjo is such a pain to play against so often with those grenades. And you saw that, though. Ray had the immediate reaction. All right, you just reflected my grenade. I'm going to try and go in there and try and snatch you up. Ooh, going to be able to find the grenade hit. Doesn't find the back air. This is really important for Kobe. He has to do so much work off of this train of hits right now.
Yeah, and you know, this would be huge for UtopianRay coming back out of the woodwork after their little hiatus, but they got to get through one of the best players in the world right now. No main for them on the table, though. That could be something to bite them in the butt in these last hit situations where the Young Link might be better, but then again, they take the lead in percentages.
Ooh,
and
okay,
gonna burn the Wonder Wing.
Oh, do you see that? He held on to the grenade just in case that Kobe was trying to chase, so he would actually get popped up by the grenade.
Oh, what a read!
But the down tilt actually comes on in, and Kobe, by the skin of his teeth, really, that was so close. Going to be able to advance on in winners 2-1 over UtopianRay, who had an amazing comeback.
Oh, absolutely.
Still very good at this game, especially going up against Kobe, who was just at World Tour. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. I can't believe that. And again, you got to World Tour with Young Link, and you're going to offer no Young Link there, and Kobe's still winning. That's brazen as hell, but I love it.
Very true.
So happy to see this man here doing success. But again, not a bad welcoming back to UtopianRay, and they're still in loser's bracket as well.
Very true. But I see somebody sitting down, and
oh my God.
New York City is about to get kind of loud for their boy because MPT